I know we've got some NBA playoffs tonight, but those don't start until like 8:30. What the hell are we going to do till then? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to gamble. We're going to bet baseball, and we're going to bet a plus 230 Pyscho Bet. More about that in just a second. But before we get into all that, let's talk about what happened last night. Our boy Connor Seabold did not get home on the over 3.5 plus whatever it was move. Here's the thing though, I'm very confident that when we get our umpire scorecard today on Twitter, that they're going to vindicate all of us, because I know for a fact that guy got a 2-2 pitch called a ball. That ball was a strike. Everybody saw it. Everybody knows that. We get screwed, but we just move on. It's going to happen again, guys. That's the tough part about betting baseball. You just got to be mentally tough. You know what else you got to do? Subscribe to this channel right now, because I'm going to be doing this all summer long. Plus money bangers every single day of the week. You like plus money bangers. I like plus money bangers. It just makes sense to subscribe. You could also throw a like too. I don't see why not. Feels right. Maybe even throw a comment. Tell me how much you like plus money bangers. It's all deadly. Like I said earlier, we're starting right at 6:40 tonight. There's no reason to wait. That's the first pitch of all the games tonight, and it's going to be Dean Kremer over 4.5 strikeouts, plus 111 at Caesars. We've got a circle of trust guy here, people, and it feels fantastic. Is he going to explode for 10 plus Ks tonight? I highly doubt it. The most he's ever struck out in a single game was 7. He's done that 3 times, and the last time was against the Angels, who he plays tonight. But the circle of trust, not about flash. Never has been. In fact, it's more about consistency. Consistency that we can trust. That's why the word trust is in the name. And an 11% swinging strike guy is a guy we can trust. I know he hasn't reached this number in 2 games, but those games were against the Atlanta Braves and Tampa Bay Rays. The Braves only had a handful of strikeout guys in their lineup that night, and the Rays really don't strike out that much. Still, he got 4 Rays that night, so that makes me think he's ready to take the plunge to 5 plus. He's getting the Los Angeles Angels tonight, and that's exactly what a guy like Kremer needs to get 5 strikeouts. They struck out 59 times in their last 211 at-bats. Grayson Rodriguez got his teeth kicked in last night and still was able to strike out 3 of them before he got sat down. Looking at the potential lineup over the last 7 days, we've got at least 5 guys that could be in the lineup tonight that have all struck out 32+% times. There are 3 other guys that are 28+%. So we are flushed with strikeout guys. And if we get enough of them, this guy's going to fly over this number. Before we get to the next bet, there is one maybe on the list, and his name is Bailey Ober. Plays for the Minnesota Twins, over 4.5 strikeouts, minus 136 at FanDuel right now. I'm not taking that right now. I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing it. But he has gotten 6 strikeouts in each of his last 3 games. And what makes it even better is those games were against the Padres, the Guardians, and Royals, which is kind of impressive because those teams really don't strike out that much. Still, I'd like to see a lineup for the Dodgers before I make this move. I don't think this thing's going to move too far up. It started at 4.5 for plus money last night, so it's already made quite a big jump. If we get the right lineup, we'll just go 6 plus. Here's how you'll know if we get the right lineup or if I decide to bet it. You can follow me on Pick It. It's a bet tracking app that's hooked to all my sports books. So basically, whenever I make a bet, all I have to do is log into Pick It and you'll be able to see it. I'll do that if I make this bet so we can all ride together. Now for the Pyscho Bet, here's the thing. The first part of it, not a Pyscho Bet. Michael Lorenzen, over 4.5 strikeouts, plus 104 at FanDuel. That's just a regular play. I'm already playing that. But this is geared to psychos, and I'll tell you that how we're going to do that in a second. So this guy is not a circle of trust guy. Not at all. Maybe one day he will be, but he's going to have to pick up his swinging strike rate. He's only at 8% right now. We always say we want 10%, so that kind of sucks for him. But here's the thing. He's still striking guys out. I know he hasn't got over this number in his last 2 starts. I know. But that wasn't his fault. Those starts were against the Mets and Guardians. Those are 2 teams that we just don't target at all because they don't really strike out. Still, he went 7 innings against both of those teams. And what's more important is he approached 100 pitches for the 3rd straight game. You can't strike people out if you're not in the game throwing pitches. Michael Lorenzen is highly likely to be in the game throwing pitches, especially since tonight he's getting the Pittsburgh Pirates. These guys have been horrible over the last week. I mean, we're talking really bad. We're talking 46 strikeouts in the last 126 at-bats. Do the math. That is awful. On top of that, they've got the worst OPS in baseball over that stretch. So we're looking at a team that we want to target literally right now. If you look at their lineup, There's 5 guys right there on the screen that are all 35+% strikeout rate over the last 7 days. They've got 7 more guys that are 25+% in that category. That is Little League bad. Here's where the psychos are going to perk up a little bit, because here's what we can do with this. I did the same thing with Kyle Freeland the other day with the 3.5, and then I took him over 5 or something like that. Here's what we can do with Lorenzen. This feels crazy because we're going to take him over 4.5 at plus money, but we could also do 6+ plus 230. Psychos love going 2 for 1. This is definitely a 2 for 1 opportunity. Look here, the Pirates are horrible recently, horrible. And Lorenzen is kind of a strikeout guy. We've seen him go 7, 8 strikeouts. Look at last year what he did at the end of the year. He was going 7, 8 at times. Even at the beginning of this year, he was ringing them up. I'm not saying that this guy's going to set a strikeout record tonight, but what I am saying is this could be the greatest night of his life. And ours too. All we got to do is take him 6+ plus 230. I'll see you guys tomorrow.